Everybody wants this process to be as inexpensive as possible, as efficient as possible, and as positive as possible. And at our firm, there are a lot of ways that you could meet all of those goals. The most important thing is to first stay in contact with the staff and go through the directives that you get after your first consultation. If we are locked and loaded at the beginning of your case, meaning there's a significant amount of financial discovery that's required at the beginning of the case, the tax returns, the bank statements, the retirement account statements, the investment account statements, and the list goes on, you will receive a checklist of all of the mandatory disclosure items that are necessary, and sometimes a list of a request for production. Get those documents to the firm as quickly and efficiently as possible. Send them in a PDF format, put them in a Dropbox, or send them by email to our firm. And then what we'll do is categorize it and let you know what's still missing. From there, we're going to create your financial affidavit, which you're going to participate in. The more information you can provide the firm, the better. And sending things to us in a PDF format will always streamline your case. You are as much a part of this case as we are. You know your spouse better than we do. And so the second thing is to make sure that you educate us on who we're dealing with on the other side, how you expect them to react, and the moves that you expect them to make throughout the divorce. With that information, we can anticipate the direction in the course of your case, and we can streamline things to react to that. It's also really important that as we go through this, that you use the associates in the firm to the best of their ability. We have some very talented attorneys in the firm, and you don't always need to come through myself as we go through your litigation. All of the attorneys are apprised of your case. All of the attorneys know how to help you, and when and if they don't, they certainly know how to reach me so that I can help you. As you know, we bill at 2 different rates. My rate is a little higher than the associates. So the fact that we have associates here is a real benefit, and it should be used. We also have really talented paralegal staff, and that paralegal staff can typically help you navigate the financial disclosure process and the process of all of the different paperwork that needs to be done. They're here for you as a resource. Use them as a resource, and use their directives to help you move on to the next step. It's also really important that throughout the divorce and throughout the family law process that you think about the fact that sometimes the tide changes. There are going to be times where we have strategized and plotted for a particular thing, and something will change that. Perhaps the behavior of the other attorney, whoever the other attorney is, perhaps something that goes on with your family, but be prepared and be ready to be somewhat flexible throughout the process so that we can stick to our goals, but be a little bit flexible about how we're going to get there. At the end of the day, as we go through this process, you have an entire team around you to help you get from A to B to C, and to ultimately help you move on with your life. We're here for you. We're available by email, we're available by telephone, you can send a bat signal, we'll find you. But we're here for you, and we're here to help make this process as inexpensive, as efficient, and as thorough as possible.